Well, hello folks, welcome back to the channel. This is another first look video at Truck World Australia. We're going to be exploring this game. Obviously we're going to be comparing it to ATS and ETS2 and seeing whether this might be something that maybe in the future could contend with those games or whether it's miles away from it. This one just jumped out on me on Steam. It's from developers called Truck World Studio and it's their first game. The demo came out in June 3rd and this is called First Haul, which is that demo. So essentially we got a single drive that we're going to be taking to have a look at what this game looks like and some of the mechanics that go alongside it. The developers are really active. There's some stuff on Steam at the minute showing some new locations they're building, which is slightly south on the map as to where we are at the moment. And there are some differences to ETS and the SCS type games, and we'll explore what those are. So it's not the same game, and we're also in Australia. So let's dive in. First of all, let's have a look what they say about this game on Steam. So take a breathtaking journey across Australia behind the wheel of a multi-ton truck. Explore highways and dirt tracks. Enjoy the beautiful nature. Step out of the cab to manually secure the hitch and inspect your cargo. Freedom and realism await you. Sounds good, doesn't it? Right, folks, we're going to dive in and we're going to take our first haul. Look at that. This is not graphics. It's not that quite that good, but the graphics are the highlight of the game for me.
Good morning, everyone. It's 7:20 a.m. on Outback News Radio, and what a gorgeous day we have ahead. The weather's looking good, with just a hint of cloud cover expected around noon. But watch out for potential sandstorms later today, stirred up by those strong desert winds. A heads up for drivers near Mala, keep an eye out for roadworks, and maybe add a few extra minutes to your travel time. And here's some great news. The Big Mine project is wrapping up, with the last cargo shipment heading out this week. A fantastic milestone for our community. Now, let's get your day started with some feel-good tunes that'll keep you company all the way. Have a wonderful morning.
And we're in, folks. We are in. Yeah, so this has got really quite positive reviews on Steam, which is understandable when you look at what we've got going on here. I mean, obviously there's a big difference here already between ETS2, ATS and this game. We're actually not in the truck at the minute. We need to go and get in the truck, which is pretty cool. But look how good this looks. Look how good this graphics looks. And it's not too crazy as far as I can tell on the on performance either. So yeah, my computer is very much dealing with this. But this is our load on the back. We've got this last load that's going in. As you can see, you can unclip these things and sort of load them up. And I guess you've got to actually sort of set your load up and make sure it's all good. And there's also all this stuff where we actually can take the truck off. We got to do this manually, the trailer. So let's get in the truck and let's get going. So we're going to put the ignition on. And yeah, it's all very, very similar in terms of the controls to those SCS games. Obviously, we're in Australia, so we're driving on the... What the heck is that guy I don't think that's supposed to happen. But yeah, we're driving on the right side of the road.
This is Base. Can you confirm that you started your shift and let us know your current status? Over.
And by that I mean the left side of the road.
Morning, Base.
Morning, Base.
I'm already on the road. A few minutes into the drive. Over.
It's Iron Roo.
Roads are clear ahead. Keep an eye on the weather and drive safe. Over.
Understood, Base. I'll keep you updated if anything changes. Over and out.
So there is this sandstorm that they're talking about that may or may not hit us. We've got to get our delivery to this mine, and there's this massive work project that's going on, and this is the last stuff that needs to get there to complete that. But look at what we've got going on here. Look at all the surroundings. How good does this look? I mean, this I think is absolutely where this game shines in terms of the graphics. The graphics look just unbelievably good. The innards, as I'll say, of the cab look really, really sexy as well. And if we come out in a second, we've got different camera views, and we can do that here. Oop, you can see we can come out, and this just looks epic. The lighting is unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. I mean, ETS, ATS do this so well, but wow, look at this. Now, there are some things that I think the game needs to work on, absolutely. But remember this is in very much in early development at the minute. There's, you know, the map that they've got is very small. In fact, that's one of the things. There is no map. We've got a little GPS thing in the bottom left-hand corner, and that's as much as we've got. And we can see bottom right, we've got details of speed, fuel, which looks like we haven't got any fuel at all, but it seems like we don't need fuel at the minute. That I don't know if that's even in the game yet, because I've done this drive already and we got there even though we had no fuel in the tank. So that was interesting. But you'll start to see there are roads going off and things to explore potentially. I don't know whether we can get out, but the thing I'm a little worried about is this dust storm coming up behind us. So, I mean, let's get comparing. I mean, certainly the look of the game looks awesome. AI drivers are a little bit crazy. I'm not sure there is any sort of damage mechanic at the minute for the trucks, because you can hit them and you just send them off into God knows where, and nothing seems to happen to your truck. But you can get kind of beached. In terms of the handling of the truck, it's not bad. Yeah, it's not as good as in the SCS games, absolutely, but it's not bad at all. I don't mind this at all, and apparently it will be compatible. I don't think it is at the moment with steering wheels, but it will be. So I think when you sort of take corners a little bit fast, it feels a little bit weird. It doesn't seem to respond like you might expect. We got the little thing on the left there. We could have gone down there. It looks like a sort of not a service area, but a rest area down there. But let me know your thoughts with just the look of this game at the minute. Yeah, there is no map that you can pull up. That feels weird. There's no way of knowing how far you're away from your destination. You can see we've got to get to the mine on time, but we don't know how far the mine is away. We've got a little bit of stuff down the bottom left, but we can't see, as far as I can tell, anything in there that's going to inform us of how far we've got to go to that mine. So yeah, I mean, it looks like, I mean, that what we've just done there looks a little bit odd, but we have got traffic on the road, and you know, that's pretty good. We are travelling infinitely faster than this traffic. I don't know why he's slowing down. We'll do a bit of cautious overtaking here. So we've got a road that goes off to the left. I don't know if you can actually explore some of these things in the demo, but I guess you've only got a certain amount of time to do it before the sandstorm takes you. I think we just drifted round the corner there. But it is a sort of nice long little drive that you get initially. You got a little kangaroo sign there, and I think there are sort of things that you can see in terms of wildlife in and around. So we'll carry on this road, and then I'm going to come back when we hit some sort of obstacle. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. Have you tried this demo out? Have you got this on Steam? Let me know.
Iron Roo, we've got reports of a tipped-over truck up ahead. It's blocking the road and traffic is backing up. If you're up for it, can you use your rig to tow those double trailers out of the way?
Yeah, so that tells us, because we have to take the road on the left, the muddy road on the left, but that does tell us that potentially we could like tow things. So someone said as one of the comments that it feels like it might end up being some sort of cross between ETS, ATS and SnowRunner. So we're going to come through here. This is the off-road driving. We're just going to flip through this.
Sorry, Base. I've got to get this load to the mine on time. Over.
Trying to get through this. It's not. This bit isn't quite sorted. We don't even need to go into differential lock just yet. Just got to keep the speed up, haven't we?
Iron route out.
Iron Roo. So we got through that bit. And then we got, I mean, there's a whole bunch of sort of road networks that you can start to see going left and right. Don't know what happens if you take any of those. We're just kind of exploring and going. We're just going to do the first mission and go with that. We were basically away no time at all. But yeah, I'll just give you another look at this fabulous. Look at this. I mean, I don't know whether it's just me looking at on my giant monitor that I've recently purchased, but wow, it's so pretty. This is. Oh, we've got a petrol station there. Again, don't think we can do anything with that at the minute, but you know, it tells us what sort of things are going to be in there, and obviously we'll have to get out to do the petrol because it looks like that's kind of the way they do things. You've got to get out, you've got to do it yourself, and I do like that addition. I think that's going to make it different from you know, those two games that just absolutely dominate the market. It needs to be different. The fact that it's in Australia is cool. I think someone said that they felt like the desert is going to be a bit much and it's going to be a bit boring, but I think if they go down kind of a bit like the SnowRunner route, I feel like you might be alright. I think this might be quite cool. I'm certainly going to keep an eye on it. And looking at it, and we'll certainly sort of have a look. I mean, I don't know, it's probably going to be premium price when it comes out, but absolutely fascinated to see what happens with this, because I saw Zilla do it was a while ago, I think it was Alaskan trucking or something like that. Now that did not look great. It looked like it was trying to do something and just failing to do it, whereas this is not far away, and they are not that close to being ready. So we've got a petrol station on the right there. Oh, Christ, just about missed that. But yeah, this is not far. This is not close to being ready yet, but they've got it looking like this. I mean, that tells me something. I want a map to toggle on. I want to know how far where I'm going is. Those are the things I need. I want some mission screen. Yeah, that's the stuff I want, but I guess that's the stuff which will come. Easy stuff to put into the game. This stuff that we're seeing here, this amazing looking scenery, this here is the hard stuff to get in the game, to get it right. Oh, look at those. Ooh, I think we're just going to push him off the road there. Oh, what was that? Camels. Just want to... Right, there we go. I like the way it kind of goes between the camera, the camera views. I think that's quite artistic. I like that. Yeah. Also, and we'll see this in a second, the backing up. It's really hard to do whilst in the truck because you can't really see the mirrors. So something to kind of toggle mirrors on and off would be nice, and be able to actually see what's going on in the mirrors a little bit better, because it's got the same problem with ETS, but a lot worse. Whereas the graphics in the mirrors are just not that good, not that great. So you can't see that, you haven't got that much depth of view in those mirrors. So reversing is quite tricky. So you have to do it. It's easier to do it when you're not using this mode, you've got to kind of do the mode way outside. So another rest area there. Not seen hide nor hair of this dust storm. But we haven't crashed yet, and I guess maybe I've seen some, people say that they do find the dust storm and they end up dying in it, which is interesting, and just stay in your truck. But I like that you've got a handler who's sort of telling you what you need to be doing, what your next job is, that sort of stuff. Oh Christ, that was a little bit ropey. That type of stuff, that's all fun. So yeah, it feels very different. Right, we're going to go on a little bit because the road's not going to change too much, and we'll get, once we get closer to our destination, we'll come back and have a little look at the sort of delivery mechanic, if you will. So see you in a bit. Right, folks, looks like we've actually reached a turn off, and the mine here is on the left side. So you can just see the sign here. The iron mine is where we're heading. So we'll head into this. And we'll, oh Christ! So different sort of ground here. So I think there is physics put into the game. So different types of ground you're on will lead to different responsiveness from the truck. Can't feel it brilliantly, if I'm being honest, but again, the look of the game just kind of breezes past that, because it doesn't worry me too much, because I think, well, again, that's something they can probably fix in a little bit. But getting something that looks this cool is nice. And actually the handling of the truck, as I said, is pretty darn good. Not perfect, but it feels all right. So we are going to stop off here at the mine desk here, and we'll get out. So hopefully no one nicks our truck. And so this is the delivery spot, is there. Right, there we go. We've opened up. Okay.
Base, this is Iron Roo, confirming arrival time at the mine. Gonna find a place to park the rig and unload. Over.
Nice work, Iron Roo. Once you're done, let us know. And if parking gets a bit tricky out there, give us a shout on the CB. The crew at the mine can lend a hand and take care of unloading for you. Over.
Okay, they've got auto parking here. So here we go. We've got similar sort of idea. We've got there a place to get this truck stuck in, so we'll come up here. We'll see if we can do it in the truck for now. There is a sort of way that we can lean out the window here. But as you can see, we're kind of a bit restricted here. Oh, we can just detach the trailer there. Okay, well, that's interesting. Okay, so this is apparently fine. We're going to deploy the supports there. Disconnect the cables, and then we unlocking this. So we've delivered this. Apparently this was fine, just needs to be somewhere in that area. It's not a bad bit of reversing, and we can get back into our truck. So we haven't taken very long about this, we really haven't. So They can finalise the delivery up here. So no one's mentioned the dust storm, and apparently that will... It is on its way. But I don't know. This is kind of where things finished last time. I don't know whether maybe we'll have a little bit more time. Maybe not. Let's get out and find out. But yeah, just have a look at this. Love it. Can we get in there? No. We'll finish up. Order complete. Oh, we need to go into the correct side. Surely we can just like shuffle over.
Iron Roo, this is Base. What's your status? Over.
Base, unload complete. I'm already on my way out of the mine. Over.
Great job, Iron Roo. That wraps it up for this run. Head on back to the highway, and we'll call it a day.
Oh,
Watch
man.
out for the rough tracks on your way out. Safe travels. Over and out.
And there it is, folks. There it is. Let me know your thoughts on that first haul of this new trucking game, Truck World Australia. My immediate thoughts there are kind of wow. I think for a first look, first go, that looks pretty spectacular. And you feel, yes, you will ultimately compare that to the games that are out there, but those games have been around for like 10 years plus. So it's difficult to compare that. It's just hard to compare the two. So it will take them time to get where they need to go. But what a start, I think. I love that you can get out the trucks. I think that is fantastic, and interact with stuff and do stuff with the loads. I think that's something that isn't in ETS and ATS that will make this very different. I love the idea that there's kind of a snow runnery feel about this, that it sounds like we'll be able to kind of help people out of getting stuck with a winch or something like that, and maybe ourselves. So all of that suggests that what we have here is something a little different from what we've seen before in this type of game genre, which is very cool. So let me know your thoughts on this. If you did enjoy that and would like to have a play, well, go on to Steam. The this game, Truck World Australia First Haul, is available to download for free, so you can have a go at that first haul. Have a go going down some of the roads and see what happens. If you're there for long enough, the dust storm does come. So I haven't experienced that, but apparently that's really visually quite cool as well. Anyway, folks, we will stop there. If you did enjoy that, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye bye.